Have you ever considered how your workplace can endanger your life? There are many risky jobs in the world that can take your life, and on-the-job fatalities are a genuine possibility. You did hear correctly. Others must scurry from one obstacle to another in order to make ends meet, while some folks work while sitting quietly in their cubicle and tallying a sheet. Their work is so hazardous that you might feel anxious just thinking about it. Numerous studies have been conducted, and they have found that the average pay for these hazardous employment is less than the $50,000 annual mean compensation. Fortunately, employers who hire people for these positions provide higher than normal workers' compensation insurance premiums. In this video, we will take a look at the top dangerous jobs in the world. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Number 10. Logging workers. An essential component of the timber sector is logging. For all the raw materials, paper, wood, cardboard, and other industrial goods, a logger harvests woods. Loggers come in a variety of forms, such as fellers, buckers, and chippers. Chainsaws, axes, and skidders are just a few of the instruments that loggers use to harvest trees. They must be able to work safely and effectively in all kinds of weather situations. Because they frequently operate outside in remote locations like forests, this occupation is risky. There are dangers including mishaps, wounds, coming into contact with things and tools, and others. This job has a fatal injury rate of 111 per 100,000 workers. Workers operating heavy equipment run the risk of losing their life if they make even the slightest error. Number 9. Roofers. Workers installing, replacing, or repairing roofs are frequently seen climbing up residential homes or buildings that are under construction. They are worried about utilizing the various materials, such as shingles, metals, and others, and then safeguarding them. However, the method of safeguarding these materials frequently exposes them to mishaps and damage. The worst-case scenario for a roofer is that they might trip, slip, or fall to the ground. There are several risks associated with working at a height, such as falling from a ladder or roof. Roofers are frequently subjected to weather elements including intense heat and cold as well as wind gusts that can throw them off balance. It can be challenging to operate safely on roofs since they are frequently slippery from rain or snow and congested with tools and materials. Number 8. Garbage collectors. Garbage collectors do not scale heights to install various materials, in contrast to roofers. But it doesn't imply they are exempt from dealing with mistakes, injuries, or accidents at work. Waste collectors frequently expose themselves to harmful hazardous substances when disposing of or collecting garbage. Because of the nature of their jobs, they frequently get sick and contract ailments like infections, cancer, skin conditions, and ulcers. Number 7. Deep-sea fishers. There are numerous jobs that fit into this category when it comes to the list of the world's most dangerous employment. However, fishing is a hazardous profession. You might initially think that their work is intriguing and adventurous. But after you see what they do, you'll understand why deep-sea fishermen have one of the riskiest occupations in the world. Due to the numerous risks involved, fishing is a particularly hazardous occupation. Falling overboard is one of the most hazardous threats faced by fishermen. Shark attacks are a hazardous risk that affects fishermen as well. The potential of falling overboard on ships makes them a particularly hazardous environment for fishermen. The potential of drowning makes ships an extremely hazardous site for fishermen. Additionally, a lot of fishermen are maimed or even killed when they fall from these ships. Deep-sea fishing is considered to be a dangerous career due to the fact that workers must battle the sea's storm, navigate the water currents, and risk personal injury. Number 6. Miners. Mining. One of the most well-known professions, but also one of the most hazardous occupations in the world. A miner's job involves working deep underground, where the most frequent risks are lethal gas explosions, suffocation, mechanical failures, and cave-ins. Any miner who experiences a deadly accident will most likely do so due to equipment or object contact. They must remove coal, rock, metals, and other hard materials in order to operate the machinery. Additionally, harmful to health, mining may harm the lungs. Number 5. Ironworkers. Another hazardous occupation is ironworker, which has a fatal injury rate of 29 per 100,000 workers on average. They are in charge of putting steel and iron in the bridges, structures, and roadways. They must also ascend tall structures, unload the cargo, and communicate with the crane operators. The situations mentioned above could result in accidents, falls, sliding, and self-inflicted injuries. Additionally, the raw materials' safety was put in danger by the equipment used to bend, weld, and cut them. Number 4. Farmers. While some would raise an eyebrow, farming is a dangerous profession as well. Transportation-related mishaps are among the most frequent fatal accidents. Ironically, those who grow the dairy and crops that provide us with food are unable to protect their health while carrying out their responsibilities. In order to keep their farming equipment in working order, farmers also buy supplies for their farms. Any issues with their farming machinery not only interfere with their crops on the field but also run the risk of hurting them. The most severe injuries suffered by peasants occur in tractor accidents. Number 3. Crane operators. Crane operation is another construction task that is harmful to human health. At the building site, crane and tower operators hoist materials and other necessary items using cranes and other heavy machinery. They raise building supplies onto a building's higher levels. Additionally, some crane operators remove containers off the large ships. Their lives are at grave danger if the crane sustains even minor damage. Consider a scenario where they are using a crane to hoist a large object and it tips over, dropping the object on their heads. Number 2. Construction helpers. Construction helpers and laborers offer support to tradespeople while they work on a project. They move heavy objects, cut, drill, and fabricate metals and other materials, among other things. They put in long hours carrying large loads of cement, earth, and other supplies, climbing up and down the building. Falling and stumbling on the job sites is the leading cause of fatality for construction workers. They frequently hurt themselves, but occasionally things get worse and endanger their lives. Number 1. Highway maintenance workers. Highway driving is not only thrilling, but it's also perilous. You run the danger of getting into an accident when you drive recklessly. Imagine doing the same highway-related duties now. Is it not potentially fatal? Workers that maintain highways do things like maintain freeways, runways, and roadways. In addition to other jobs, they fix fences and railings, fill potholes, replace and repaint road markings, clear snow or ice from cold places, and more. Their deaths are most frequently caused by workplace accidents, car crashes on busy roads, etc. Who would have imagined that some employment would put you at risk for mishaps, injuries, illness, emotional stress, and other things? Don't turn a blind eye to these people the next time you see them at work. Tell them with a smile how nicely they handle their responsibilities. No matter how big or small, respect every job. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.